On a cold night in the 1400s, Sister Helena pressed her back against the stone wall of her convent, clutching a wooden cross so tightly it bruised her palms. Outside, the ground trembled under marching boots, and she knew the world she once trusted was about to vanish. History remembers empires, but it forgets the people they stepped over. Today, we uncover the dark side of Ottoman expansion, the side written not by sultans or generals, but by terrified medieval nuns whose stories the world buried. The problem is simple. When empires expand, the human stories disappear. The solution: bringing their voices back, piece by piece, through lost chronicles, letters, and rare manuscripts that historians have overlooked. This video is not just about battles. It's about the people who lived in fear, resisted, prayed, and vanished. During the height of Ottoman expansion, thousands of Christian convents dotted the Balkans, Anatolia, and Greece. They were places of refuge, sanctuaries for women escaping forced marriages, poverty, or war. But when the empire expanded, these quiet sanctuaries became strategic targets, and the sisters inside became prisoners of geography. Sister Helena was 24 when it happened. Her convent stood near Thessaloniki, a small stone building surrounded by olive trees. In her diary, she wrote, "We heard the drums before the sun rose. We thought it was thunder. We were wrong." As Ottoman soldiers approached, the sisters locked the doors, praying the thick wooden planks would hold. But the empire was rising, and nothing stood in its way. Ottoman strategy was clear: weaken local Christian institutions to prevent resistance. Convents often stored wealth, manuscripts, and valuable land. They were easy to raid, and the women inside had no means to fight back. Some convents were taxed, others were abandoned, some were taken by force. In the chaos of territorial conquest, women like Helena became invisible. Their testimonies were rarely copied, rarely preserved. One anonymous nun wrote, "We prayed to be forgotten by the world, but not like this." These words survived only because a monk hid the manuscript under the altar of a destroyed church. But not all stories end in despair. In the mountains of Epirus, a group of nuns escaped before Ottoman troops arrived. They hid in caves, traveled by night, and rebuilt their convent stone by stone in a remote valley. Their resilience is one of the greatest forgotten survival stories of medieval Europe. Why are these stories missing? Because empires write history, and empires erase fear, suffering, and resistance. But when we read the margins, the footnotes, the forgotten letters, a new picture emerges. A picture of courage from women the world never expected to fight back. Sister Helena's diary ends abruptly. We don't know her fate, but her words, "Remember us," survived. And today we did. The rise of the Ottoman Empire reshaped continents, but it also shattered quiet lives inside convent walls. History is not just kings and conquests. It is whispers, prayers, and the stories of those the world tried to forget. If you want more untold human stories from the past, make sure you subscribe, because history is only powerful when we give its forgotten voices a chance to speak again.